Okay, I'm back, you guys. Say, I did have some dried mullein flowers that I was drying out because you don't never want to put like, if you're using oil, you want to make sure that your flowers or your herbs are dried before you put them in your oil. I'm going to be using some olive oil here, and you don't need a very big jar or anything unless you're making a big batch. But I'm just gonna pour some olive oil in here. Those mosquitoes were horrible outside. I had to hurry up and get back in here. I'm just gonna pour some olive oil in just this little jar. And then I'm gonna take the mullein flowers and I'm gonna put the mullein flowers in the olive oil. And I do have some the fresh ones that I picked. I'm just gonna let them. You don't have to let them dry all the way out, but you have to let them at least dry out maybe for a day to get rid of the moisture, because you don't want to add moisture in your olive oil because it will make it. You'll get funky olive oil if you do that, because bacteria can grow in there. So that's why we want to make sure that the herbs or flowers are dried. So then I'm just going to put my top on it. So in a day or so I'll add the rest of those mullein flowers. So this is our mullein flower oil. It's real good for like if you have skin irritation, but mainly you use it for earaches. So if your children or you have an earache, you just dip it, a Q-tip in there and put it in your ear, and it will alleviate ear pain. And it also has healing properties. So if you have a sinus infection or ear infection, it will help with that also. So I do have some dried mullein. Just a moment here. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to show you the dried mullein. So you can use, like say you got a cold or your kids have a cold, you can just take a couple teaspoons to a cup of water and boil this. This has already been picked and cleaned and dried. So it's just dried mullein. And then I also have, so real good, any upper respiratory, pneumonia, bronchitis, colds, congestion, really good herb, mullein. And then I also make a tincture. This is the tincture. Now this has been aged with the leaves, just the raw plant matter. So you just grab the plant matter, wash it, dry it real good, make sure there's not a lot of wetness, but it doesn't matter if it is wet because it's in 100 proof vodka, which is 50% water and 50% alcohol. So if there's a little moisture on the leaves, it's not going to hurt it because alcohol does not spoil. So this is the tincture that I made, the mullein tincture. But this has been aged for a long time. I made this back in 2025. But like I said, it never goes bad. And then after it's aged for about, it doesn't matter, you don't have to take the plant matter off, but I do after so long. Then I just will strain it through a cheesecloth and squeeze out all the medicine out of the leaves. And then you've got your tincture. You can, I'm just going to take some just for the sake of taking some. I don't have any upper respiratory problems or any congestion right now, but I just want to show you, this is a spoonful. really, really strong. But for those that are smokers, you need to be using mullein tincture or dried mullein, making mullein tea. And then also this is the mullein flowers. That's good for earaches or skin irritations. So that's our herbal education. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you any doctor's advice. So do research on the mullein leaf and the mullein flowers for yourself. But if you think it might help you, try it. But just make sure that it's not a contraindication to any medications that you're on. So I hope that you're having a blessed day and be at peace.